Under Ruben Amorim in Manchester United in the Premier League, he has coached 11 matches. 11 matches in the Premier League he has coached. He has only won 11 points. 11 games, 11 points. Again, under Ruben Amorim, he has played his last 5 home games at Old Trafford. He has conceded 12 goals. 12 goals in the last 5 home games at Old Trafford in the Premier League. That is an embarrassing record for a man like that. An embarrassing record for a man that was doing so well, so gloriously at Sporting CP. That is an embarrassing record for him. But then that is what we have known Manchester United with. They've always tried to rubbish their coach. They've always tried to show that this coach is not a good coach or something like that. But then we all know that Ruben Amorim is a good coach. Definitely, he's a good coach. Quality coach. But why is it that Manchester United always make a meal of their coaches? Let's dive into a little bit of history. Under this current Ruben Amorim, he's having issues with who? Rashford. It is now Rashford versus Ruben Amorim. The press has even they have gotten a hold of him that every match, every game, pre-match, post-match, preview, all of them, they will ask him about Marcus Rashford. Let's dive back. Under Eric Ten Hag, they've always been Eric Ten Hag versus who? Cristiano Ronaldo. Eric Ten Hag versus who? Sancho. It was Eric Ten Hag versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Eric Ten Hag versus Sancho. Now let's step further. Under Jose Mourinho, it was Jose Mourinho versus Paul Pogba. Jose Mourinho versus Paul Pogba. The list is long. I can go on and on. So why is it that this is what has, acclimatized with Manchester United? A club of Manchester United, the glory days. Where is it? Against Brighton, we also saw what happened in that game. Man United, we've always known they don't have the personnel to execute that system. In fact, my glorious advice to Ruben Amorim would be at this point, just change your system. Change your system to adapt so that you don't end up putting Manchester United in relegation. At the end of the day, they are not going to remember Manchester United. They are going to remember your bad record in Manchester United. Seriously. They will remember the bad record in Manchester. So if it will be maybe appealing to him, change your system just to adapt for the time being. When you get the personnel, you can be able to revert to the glorious system you want to implement there. Because right now it shows that these players, they lack, motivation. They lack a whole lot of things. The old guards in that club are destroying the little piggies. Seriously, the old guys are destroying the little piggies there. And I don't know. Against Brighton, it's like Brighton is now marrying Manchester United every season. Last season, we saw this happen. I think Brighton won them home and away last season. Last 2 seasons, I think the same thing repeated itself. Beginning of season, I'm sure Manchester United didn't win Brighton. I can't remember exactly, but I think they didn't win Brighton. This time around again, Brighton defeated them 3-1. 3-1, can you beat that? At their backyard, Old Trafford. They defeated them 3-1. That is appalling. 1 goal was even ruled out. 1 goal was disallowed. Yeah? But then, Man United couldn't get anything out of the game. At a time, we are beginning to think, okay, Man United players, they're beginning to adapt and stuff like that. Yes, it's a transition season for them under Ruben Amorim. But it has always been a transition season. If you dive back to the glory days of Sir Alex Ferguson, it has been a transition. When Ferguson left in 2013, that 2013 was just the beginning of the end. The beginning of what was to come. If you check that 2013 team that won the Premier League with Sir Alex Ferguson, if you give that same team to all of these coaches that have coached post Sir Alex Ferguson era, from David Moyes to Ruben Amorim, none of them will be able to win the Premier League with those players. Seriously, none of them will be able to win. If you doubt me, let's do it. But it's not possible. So I can tell you how Manchester United has I don't know. They've run themselves into the ground. It seems like every weekend now I come online to talk about Manchester United. It tells you that it's quite appalling. It's quite appalling. Quite embarrassing for that club. 3-1 against Brighton. Brighton showed their class. It was as if Brighton turned into Manchester United, and Manchester United were like cowards. I've told you that these guys are so lazy. They're heavily paid, but then they end up being so lazy. So lazy. Once again, follow Felix Football Exclusive, like my video, share it, repost it. Meet me at the comment section. Let's see what you think about this match. Let's see what you think about football generally. Thank you.